So, time to get Mega Man in his vehicular form, which he actually has, unlike a gun. So what you want to obviously do is take this off, put it off to the side. We'll be back with you later, don't you worry about that. Because what you want to do next is you want to open up his arm here. There you go. Open up the arm like this. Then afterwards, what you want to do is you want to take this finger, fold it all the way in, then fold the finger in. Then afterwards, do the same thing with the other ones. Just fold in the fingers and then make basically a fist so that this can fit snugly in there. Rotate this piece around and then close it back up. And the moment that this happened, I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be an amazing transformation. Also rotate it so that the vents are facing you. Same thing on the other side, obviously. But the moment that this happened, I was like, there's something special about this guy. And there is, most certainly. So this one is already a fist, which helps me out a lot. Rotate this around and then fold it back in. And rotate it like so. Afterwards, you want to come to the back. You take this piece off. And then what you want to do is you want to basically undo this from in here. So basically wiggle this out, which is why I guess why he has this. Come on. Wiggle it out on the bottom hinge down there. You wiggle it all the way out. This will allow you to undo it and undo it again. There you go. After that, what you want to do is basically you want to take the chest here and undo it from here. And rotate it forward. Also, you can open up this as well. And from here, I need to consult the instructions because of the fact that I got too eager and did not transform this guy enough in order to fully remember how everything goes. Alright, seems like I was a little bit hasty about this one because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to rotate the head around like so. We'll just also fold this forward all the way. But basically, you want to rotate the head around and then you want to basically tap this back in here. And then you want to come under here, and under here there is a little thingy that you need to pull out like so. Now we can leave that like that. Then what you want to do is you want to take the hip skirts and fold them backwards, open them up, and as you can see there are two slots that the two tabs here on the back of the legs are going to tab into. So you want to take the leg back here and just tab that bad boy in. Do the same thing on the other side, so tab it in like so. There you go. Also, rotate the waist around. That was what I forgot to do. Because now what you want to do is basically what you want to do is you want to rotate this all the way around. And there is actually a little tiny tab in there. I hope you can see it, that one. And that goes into this slot right here on this crotch area normally. And it's difficult to line this up, but hopefully you can get it. Like so. There you go. Also, rotate this out fully. Because this is a problem I had the first time I transformed this guy. By the way, I've transformed him a couple of times. It's just I sometimes get, no, it didn't tab in. Then afterwards, what you want to do here, why does this keep on tabbing? But what you want to do, basically, lift this up and rotate this around. Then put it back down, rotate the arms around. And then what you want to do is basically you want to take this and rotate this in on itself. Rotate it in upon itself. Until they are sitting basically next to each other. Like so, I guess. It's just very difficult for me to figure this out. And then when you do that, in here, there is a tab and a slot connection. Same on the other side here. So you basically just want to get these two to meet in the middle in order to be able to tab together. Like so. Now we can be a little bit lower with the camera. So next up what you want to do is you want to undo the legs. You want to basically unfold the foot like so. We'll deal with that later, obviously. Then afterwards what you want to do is you want to rotate these pieces here out like so. And this is what basically will become the whole thread. So split it in half and rotate it all the way out like so. Also fold this out because that's where my problem came from before. Then what you want to do, and I think this is actually very clever, you want to open up the front and pull a piece out. There you go. You want to pull this piece out and close this bad boy back up. But that's not all, because they are also hiding booty in the back, boys. Because there you go. You want to fold that piece out as well. Now you can basically push this piece all the way, straighten it out, push it all the way up and tab it together. And there you go. The side of the tank is done. The way that this all just unfolds, I love it. So let's do it again. Also, untab this if it's tabbed in. Apparently on that side it was a little bit looser of a tabbed in. But then you can open up this piece, rotate this out, close it back up, open up the booty, and close it back up. Then fold this whole thing out, and there you go. And the only thing from the threads that's visible on the robot mode is this little piece here in the middle. But there you go. now that that whole thing is done, we can leave this like this, because next up, well, actually, you know what? We're gonna tab this in just to hold everything together. So this black tab here is gonna slide into that slot right there, and you also got like, where's that little tabby? Well, you have this thing here. Oh, and this black tab here as well. There's a little tiny tab there. The tab goes into the slot here, and then the little circular one goes into that one. So basically just start with getting these back tabs together. Just tap this in like so, and then line up the front piece here. There you go. That's how you hold the whole thing together. Then what you want to do is basically you want to take this and double hinge this and go it under here like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Just get it under there like so. And then also get this under here. So rotate the foot around and get it under here. And then fold the toe up to fully collapse it around under here. Like so. And then finally, we can take this. And you got this little thing. Nope. This little thingy here. Also straighten this piece out. And basically you want this to become the top like so. And then afterwards in the arms here you got two tabs right here. Hope you can see that. And there you go into the slots on the side of the gun. But also what you do is you open up this back piece here of the gun. And then double hinge this piece here forward. Because of the fact that this is going to go over this piece here. So you want to take this, put it over the piece, and then line everything up here in the front. Click it into place, and when you are all done, here we have good old Mega Man in his tank mode. So let's get Megatron back into his robot mode. So what you want to start off with is take this piece off, push it off to the side. Afterwards you want to basically take the arms here, push them off to the side, and tab it from in here, and then take this off. Take this piece here, rotate it around, come on, double hinge it, I meant back, and tab it in. And put it off to the side as well. Now we can start with the main body, which we'll do by starting with the legs. So what you want to do with the legs is you want to fold them out, well, the feet, fold them out, fully fold out the toe, fully fold out the toe, and then also get it out from under there in order to fold it out all the way. Then we untab this from the side, rotate it out, and now we're gonna work on the legs, this whole thing. So what you want to do, you want to untab this piece in here, you want to open up this side bit here, rotate this piece in and close it up, open up the bussy, pull this in, close this up, same thing on the other side, also fold out the middle, open up, fold in, close up, open up, fold in, close up. After that, what you want to do with this is you want to fold this in on itself. So basically just collapse this whole thing in on itself, rotate this in, and this tab here is going to slide into that slot there. It's not really going to hold it together, sadly enough, but it is going to at least give us an idea. Then you want to fold out the foot, and then there is a tab here that is going to slide in the slot there. So basically just tab that in. But what really holds this whole thing into place is the fact that this tab here goes into that slot right there. And then fold the foot down. One leg is done. The same thing on the other side. So just make sure to push it all the way out, because of the fact this is technically a double hinge. So you want to basically make sure that that whole thing is folded in, fold it in, fold this down, also fold this out. Then push this in as well. This piece, this tab here goes in there, obviously. Can sometimes be a bit annoying to get in, and then bam, here we got foot number 2. We'll rotate things as they come along, but I think we are now good to go. There you go, you got a pair of legs. After that, what you want to do with the arms is you want to untab this thing in here and then just double hinge this out completely, rotate it around, and rotate the arms around as well, and then just leave this off to the side for now, because now we got a oh, sorry for hitting the thing. Fold this piece in, fold this down a little bit, but what you want to do now is you want to unhook this tab from in here, rotate this all the way around in order to collapse it in on this piece here. Fold this, then fold this piece up to tab it into place as well. Rotate the legs down, fold these side, also untab it from the side pieces here, but it already did it for me. Fold these to the side. There we go. Rotate the waist all the way around. There we go. Now we gotta work on the top Reno part of this bad boy. So what you want to do is you want to open up this here, rotate the head around, and then tab it back into place like so. Then rotate this. Let's see here. Rotate this in, and this tab here is going to slide into that slot there. So rotate it in, tab it in, and then you want to rotate this whole thing in like so. Then you want to use the double hinge here in order to get the arm back into its slot. Do the same thing on the other side. Just get it back into its position. Come on, my friend. Like so. And then the final little pieces. Starting off, obviously, rotate the arm, open this up, fold out the hand, rotate this whole thing, bend the elbow, rotate this whole thing around, close it back up so that we can have the elbow joint. Do the same thing on the other side, rotate it, open it up on both sides, rotate it around, fold out hand, close the thing up. There we go. And then all that is left to do is to bend this like so, this piece, and put it in the back here for obvious Megatron reasons. And then finally we plop the arm cannon here on the side, and here we have 86 Megatron back in his robotic mode.